Hello everyone, welcome to Center of Light. It's good to see you always. Took a break for 5 months, 5 needed months. Got the Roku going. We're gonna get to that shortly. I just want to meet and greet and fall into my space. Om Si Saram Guru Devadatta. Tonight, we're going to be speaking about please pick up. We're going to be speaking about Dear God, Please Pick Up. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm going to get very involved, very intimate, very passionate, very sincere, very humble, very clear for sure, but very vulnerable. Passion, sincerity, humility, vulnerability. This is how I did it, y'all. I made the call. Mom, Dad, I'm checking something. Excuse me. I'll do that later. It's good to see you tonight. Tonight is Dear God, Please Pick Up the Phone. Not when you're in trouble. Always. 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 ALL space WAYS. Always. When you supplicate, beseech, ask, crave, want to speak with your divine parent, it's not an arduous task. It's not this hard effort. I always use this way of explaining things. It's never hard, it's never hard, it's never hard, because it's never hard. And it's integral that I push home, at least for me, because these presentations are for me and for myself alone, so I can, basically, I confess my life to everyone in the forum. We're going to be speaking about these 4 powerful components to making contact with the divine parent. How did I do it? I don't know how I did it. In fact, in those days, all those years ago, I didn't create a plan. I didn't plan what I had no clue was coming. I had no choice to drop to my knees and say, Dear God, pick up the phone, please. And it worked. 3 weeks to a month later, I got a phone call, but not on my cellular phone. They weren't invented then. I got a phone call. My bell was wrong. Remember Central Bell? Well, I'm from South Louisiana. There used to be something called Central Bell, Bell South. Well, when I got that call, not only did I receive a packet of light then, it's really, really the only packet of light I've gotten. And in that packet of light was everything, even to this day. And I want to share with you how I did that. Hello, Kelly Bird. Hello, Adana. How do we make contact with our divine parent in times of trouble? How do we make contact with our divine parent? Just because, on the double. It's not as hard as you think. It's truly just letting something unfold. Joe Sugar's in the house. Joe Sugar says on 10/27, October 27th, 2022, phone call today, major shift now. So for those who have been on the path for years and you've done your work to where there's a major level of integration, you may not see as many, quote, miracles as you used to. They may happen often because you're familiar with them. Now they're normal occurrences. But for those who are infants or newbies on such a path, whatever that path may be, your path. You wake up to a new idea of yourself. That's when the miracles become really apparent. Because before then, miracles were not apparent. Yusuf in the house. Happy birthday, bro. I think it was your birthday recently. But for those who step onto a conscious path, miracles begin to occur like this because they catch our attention, because it's not what we're used to. So they begin to pop. Everywhere you turn, something reminds you of the alignment you are in. Walk further down the road, which is really further within yourself. Further down the road, deeper within yourself. Miracles don't happen or seem to happen as much. Wouldn't you think that if I am more illumined, I would see more miracles? Yes, not necessarily so. Well, why is that? It's because you have recognized that you are the miracle. And so miracles seem to level out. You just see the goodness everywhere. That's the real miracle. And it's spherical. And that miracle of truth, love, and light, peace, ecstasy, and all delight begins to push through your clear mind. That is the miracle, which is why you don't see them as much. I do have to do quotes. It's something I do. I don't know why I do it. Some people take things out of context. I'm going to get through that. I'm going to get over it. I'm going to get through it. I'm not going to do it anymore. You can take it how you want. Always know that I'm in the context of, I use my words consciously. So we don't see miracles as much when we graduate as such, because we're the miracle. So when you want to move into yourself deeper, truer, more honestlier, passionater, sincerer, humilitier, vulnerabilitier, it requires a shift of willing, hear this correctly, to be broken. I don't mean that you're broken in all this guilt. To be broken from what you think you are, and to the truth of who you are. Then simply the pattern that once was in the early days of miracles begin to show up in very new ways. It's almost, I need to use this word. It's not the right word, but it paints the picture. When you want to call, dear God, please pick up, your divine parent, God, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, your great grandmother, whatever is beautiful to you. You almost have to come from a space without the negative slant of agony, even when your life is blissful. And I don't mean agony, a space of, I just simply need you ongoingly forever. Through this endeavor we call humanity on earth. I need you. Not out of lack, want, I'm broken. I use those words because it helped me to get to where I'm at now. But it's always about where we reside inside from the platform of where we launch ourself, which is going to bring us ourself without the confusion. But understand, please, that confusion is a wonderful, beautiful thing. Nothing happens without confusion. We are on the earth and we move through the gradation of from where we are to the future. So confusion doesn't mean necessarily duh. It can feel like that for sure. But it's two things co-fusing together so that they can work themselves in and out, all around and all about, to come to an epiphany, a realization of the moving through the joke, the riddle of life. You want to call your divine parent to you in a conscious way to see its grace and glory all around you? Mean it. Pray like a lover, not a beggar. As I said in many of my presentations most recently, we've been doing prayer all wrong. Your intention is beautiful and it has some merit. But honestly, if it's not vibratory aligned, it falls on the universe's deaf ears. Yusuf says perfection. Joe Sugar says a high frequency. Question mark. Lightning bolt gets through too. So we have to pray like a lover, not a beggar. And I didn't know that phrase way back then, all those years ago. I just fell into a space of, I need you. I need some love. I need some intimacy. I was praying like a lover and not please, 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 please. So when you pray to God with no self-responsibility, you can expect your supplication to be denied. It falls on deaf ears. When you want to help someone else in prayer, you send them the all of you. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. No point in making a phone call to God, dear God, please pick up, to help someone else. Trust me when I tell you, God is already aware of the person you are praying to it for, to help them for whatever it is they are going through. It's already aware of it. You're not trying to convince the Almighty, well, if I can get 10 of you to pray for your mutual friend, I'll help. It's not how it works. You are the Reiki teacher. You are the Reiki therapist. You're the Shaktipat one. You're sending them, it's the right hand, you're sending them your energy. So infuse all of yourself as you're sending it to whoever you need it to. Prayer for you is really about the asking of something. Because when you pray for someone, you go directly. When you pray for yourself, if you go to them, then they have to go up. It's the same thing, only different, opposite. So when you really want to call your divine parent to you, you have to drop to your knees, literally and metaphorically. And literal even adds an extra to it. It's showing intention. And it's not hammering on the bell. It's just simply ringing it. Ding, ding, ding. Think about this. You go to a hotel, however many years ago when they had the silver bell, and you wanted their attention, and you start banging on it. Bang, 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 because no one's there. They're going to come up to you. They're going to approach you with, they're going to be courteous as much as they need to, but they didn't want to be because you were banging on the bell. They would rather ignore you because of your aggression. But if you just simply go ding, ding, they heard you. They know someone is at the desk and they're coming. It seems like they will serve you a lot easier, a lot more better. And they will truly take you in because they want to be of service versus you just aggravated me. So what can I do for you? Likewise, the analogy applies. When you want to phone your divine parent, you have to become apparent. You have to simply appear. You have to make yourself apparent versus calling and calling and calling. If they can't get to the phone, they're going to call you back. So you have to find this particular, it's probably the same space, paint it with many different colors like you see on my prop, my background. You comes in many gradations and many colors, but essentially there is a landing spot, a platform that you launch from. Trust me when I tell you, I was broken. My consciousness was broken. My emotions were broken. I was spending spiritual token unconsciously after token after token. And I was choking on a whole bunch of nonsense that I swallowed and gobbled up from the world. Somehow, through the grace of something I've done in this life or other lives or accumulation of them, when I needed to call, I simply just picked up the phone and dialed it. I found a space, a grace within inside of myself that the universe simply answered the phone. Dear God, I was in a serious way. Dear God, please pick up the phone. It took 3 weeks for God to return the call because I left the message and voicemail. Dear God, I need you. I need to see you. I need to hear your voice. Any one of us can say those words. Doesn't make me special. I found a magic spot. That spot is when the all of you, of what you think you are really, is not present at all. So much so that the you that you know yourself to be has completely disappeared. When you get into your groove, so groovy that what you know as you is an old movie and no longer exists, in your supplication, congratulations. You will hear the voice. You will hear the phone ring. Peter Coyle. Hello, Keith. I hope you're good. Long time no see. Sending you loads of love, happiness, and kindness. Bro. That's it. That's how it works. In a simple way, the simple analogy. Not that anything any of you has not said was not beautiful. Anything you have said is not beautiful. After I expressed this sentiment, I fell into the space of what I know it is to be in that space, to bring Divine Parent to say hi. And through Peter Coyle, Divine Parent shows up with this beautiful sentiment. Touch me. Hello, Keith. I hope you're good. Long time no see. Sending you loads of love, happiness, and kindness. That's a manifestation of the divine. I am caring for you. Love. Hope you're loads of love, happiness, and kindness. He's speaking the truth. He embodied the truth and probably was going to explode if he didn't offer it to me. And likewise, when this happens to any of us or we offer it to others, we're in alignment with the truth. In the same way, when you want to contact God, please pick up. From that intention, Peter offered in all its delicious color, timbre, tone, vibration. That's the disposition I've been speaking about. That's the platform. In fact, if you can not just use the words, but really say it, not even say, well, you're not, unless you're playing out loud, but to wish your divine parent, if you will, love, happiness, kindness. It's that space. And it's very small. And in its smallness, it's huge. Because the universe, the entire universe, will fit on the head of a pin. How can such vastness and majesty be so infinitesimally small? Because in the quark, or the atom, the subatomic particles, the quark, is the all of it. Everything else trying to understand will give you a headache. If we don't understand one, or even more so, God, the zero, how can we ever begin to understand millions, billions, and trillions? It's putting the cart before the horse. And of course, we know where that leads. To confusion. trouble, stubbing your toe, breaking your foot, getting in a car accident, getting sick, having loved ones leave your life. Take a short break. I'm going to be right back. Tonight is Center of Light. Dear God, please pick up the phone. I so need to talk to you. Even when you're gorgeously happy, my life is blissful. Most people, when they're happy, I don't need God right now. Until something happens. Oh boy, I need to go back home base. That grace is always with you. In fact, it is you. But when you truly want to be validated and hear that voice, hear that word, feel that presence, because you deserve recognizing more graduation, more miracles in your life. Like I said earlier, when you become the miracle, it's hard to see miracles because you are the miracle and everything in life is a miracle. But you do want to up your game, don't you? You want to see things of grandeur and glory beyond the story you've been living in, don't you? So there are more miracles coming. We've just been in a normalcy for a while. I want to go to another level to where they start popping out all over again. This is the purpose of tonight's presentation. Dear God, please pick me up, lift me up, rather. I should have named it, please God, pick me up, pick up or lift me up. So now we're going to convert it to, please pick up to, please lift up. Pick me up, lift me up. What are miracles? They're normal occurrences. And graduating, hello, Dr. Katie Camara, and graduating through not ever seeing miracles to seeing your life change is just how far you have come. But it should also show you in contrast just how far away from home you were. And guess how much we got left? It's infinite. It never stops. It never ends. God never ends. God itself couldn't end. It would begin to get bored with itself. He would probably want to go take a nap. And when God takes a nap, lights go out, God goes bye-bye. Universe, you, me goes bye-bye. Doesn't happen. So God is always inventing, reconstructing, refining, expanding, exponentiating in its expansion through you and me. So I think now, it always has been, but now it's time. Now it's no time to be with the eternal in such a way that your beautiful dreams are not just daydreams. They are realities as to why you were able to dream them in the first place. You don't really per se dream them into existence. You pray, God picks up the phone. When you come from that platform, that you will achieve that without resistance. Only. And only then. Lift me up. I want to see more of the truth. I want to see more of what I deserve and desire. I don't know what that is. You're not supposed to know what it is. Because if you knew what it is, the magic and the miracle happens in the things you get that you don't know about. You don't have to go into detail. You can. I want a car that looks like this. I want a truck. So that's specific versus a vehicle. I want a truck. I want to move things around, This is all applicable and good and stuff. And you can always refine your miracle making however you choose. You can go into absolute detail, which is fantastic. But there's also another side of that, which is equally fantastic, which is, I don't know exactly what I want, so give me what you know that I deserve. Then it not only includes the truck with the spoiler and the rims, it includes the truck and everything else you thought or that you were asking for, claiming to be yours. So when you just create the experience of being lifted up, took God a while, took him 3 weeks to get to your voice message, but it's coming. We live in linear time. It can manifest immediately. I've seen God manifest immediately. It just happened with Peter Coyle. But in more magnanimous ways in my life that I could sit here and explain to you, express to you, or share with you what took place, you will, many of you will, many others will say, you are off your onion. I love onions. Tonight is Center of Light. Dear God, please pick up. I'm trying to reach you so that you can reach me. Let me show you a picture of my beautiful son. Boy, he's getting older. I'm getting old. He's getting older. He's now 17. Eden Sky. Smart as a whip. Take a song break. Going to be right back. Good to see you. We're going to go into the actual modalities, the doing of making the conscious call and truly getting a response like faster than anything that we can imagine, at least up till it happens. See you shortly.
Making one of 100 million pieces, making one of each and every heart, giving one love like you really mean it, seeing one in each other every day. Loving one is how to get to heaven. Sharing one, the love that you are. Hearing one, that little voice inside. Being one with all the people. Teaching one all the children about love. Lives to make a difference, caring for one who really needs a friend, opening one to truth that they see, lifting one to dwell in the kingdom, dwell in the kingdom. Sending one only thoughts of happiness, receiving one love that's your gift. Think as one ends the separation. Being one saves the world. be one. To be one.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Tonight we are speaking about using your phone, your spiritual, all of your cell phone, and going, dear God, please pick up. Pick me up off the ground. Help me move from lost to found. I'm asking for a miracle in my life to validate me. Keith, you should not be asking for validation. Validate me. It helps me as a stepping stone or a ladder or chair to change the light bulb. Maybe because your light bulb went out. Not that you're not happy. Life just seems a little dull. So it's time to connect to the parent. We need to appear so our parent can see us. You have to at least leave a voicemail if the phone is not answered. Sort of idea. And we do that through prayer. Prayer for ourselves. And it takes 4 qualities, which we're going to get to shortly. Before we get going deeper into the presentation, if you would please, these QR codes up here, scan them if you want to donate to Center of Light Foundation. Thank you very much. This is a lifelong endeavor of mine. Dr. Katie Camara and I have created a foundation, an LLC, which is now a Roku channel. It has landed. Still some updating. In about another month, it's really going to be bussin'. Go to your Roku TV or your Roku device. Engage yourself on the homepage where you see all the tiles. Netflix, Hulu, ESPN, Disney. You'll see Roku as well, but don't click on Roku. On the left panel, you see search channels. Click on channel, search channels. And then a little purple square right about here, you'll see search channels, and type in Center of Light Foundation. Add that to your Roku list. Please give me a 5-star, whatever review that you feel is honest. And please share this with everyone, this platform, because through the platform that you are here with me now, thank you, as well as Marshall, where all my work is going to eventually move into, Roku. Not only am I going to be teaching, we're going to be having other guests come in, serious guests, people that are in the public mainstream. My hope is to, with this Roku title, is to hope to get people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Shania Murdy, Madonna, truly, and many of these types of people that bring in the attention that Center of Light Foundation truly deserves. Because the mission of Center of Light Foundation is to feed people. Food is most important. Without food, you don't live on the earth. Second is shelter. Third is education. This is the rest of my life. When it becomes the rest of all of our lives, God will pick up the phone. So when you see me post in the near future, please share Roku, here's how you do it. Grab that and share it to your wall. In this simple way of tithing, to bring about joy for other people through such a platform, any platform that operates on any level. My brother Peter says, the Roku app is not available in Ireland. Peter, thank you again for that information, sir. That is very valuable to me. But I will always deliver on Facebook and YouTube as well. So, but you can still share to people you know outside of Ireland. So thank you. So what is, dear God, please pick up the phone. It comes in, for me, it has arrived in 4 ways. Those 4 ways that I didn't know I was actually doing all those years ago, to more so present day. What are those 4 ways? It doesn't require you to come from a broken state of consciousness, being, having your life pulled out from under you like a rug with a strong tug. It can. For most of us, it has. But for those who have graduated into a greater degree of their path, using my life as an example and a model. The first one that I didn't know I was in when I literally and metaphorically dropped to my knees to make that phone call was passion. I was passionate. I was as passionate as the Christ, the passion of the Christ. Because in my passion, I wanted, desired, deserved, but I didn't know that then. I just needed, wanted the Christ. It became a passion. I fashioned myself, and it wasn't so spread out as I'm sounding and or making it to be. I wasn't like I'm going to try to create the passion of the Christ within myself. I needed the Christ, Jesus, the Christ, Maitreya, Buddha, Krishna, Swamiji, the cosmic Christ, divine consciousness. I was passionate about it. I had nothing else. So I wanted it. And I wanted it. But I wanted it. It's the fire. It's the active. I'm going to get in this car, and I'm going to roll up my sleeves, and I'm going to get my hands in this engine, this car engine, and I'm going to get my fingers dirty, my fingernails dirty. I got to clean it with a knife. I'm serious about this. I'm going to get in here, and I'm going to fix this engine. This engine. That's passion. The definition of passion. Intense driving. This is the definition. I didn't put this together. I used the analogy of a car or a vehicle. Definition of passion. Intense driving or mastering feeling or conviction. I wanted it. I was in the fire. My engine was firing off. My combustion and engine energy. Did you know that cars or vehicles that operate on combustion energy, petroleum, what happens in this engine is gazillions of explosions, combustions. And this is what keeps the engine or the vehicle moving forward. Well, this is the vehicle. It's the quality of the next level of which I'm moving in. Number 3. It's the quality of the state of being humble. I don't know anything. Getting on your knees, being like a monk, always in namaskar, always in this prayer position, to be of service, to be helpful. So we have fire, we have sincerity, to be of service. Which brings us into number 4, vulnerability, which is wow. We have wow. These are the 4 stages. Vulnerability's definition: capable of being physically or emotionally wounded. This will make sense to you in a moment. How is vulnerability on a positive spin of spirituality about being wounded? I'll get to that shortly. Number 2, definition of vulnerability: open to attack or damage. Same thing. What this really means is trust. Trusting oneself to be open like the Christ. He exposed not only his abdomen with every creature, does not want their belly shown. visible. It's vulnerable to attack, to death. But Jesus went one step further and made his core available of vulnerability. So, like I said earlier, when you almost want to come from, I've been broken, or my life is, from this point of view, this perspective of hurt, this wounded space. It's not that, but it paints the idea of putting ourselves in a disposition. So like the definition of vulnerability says, capable of being physically or emotionally wounded. That's where the gate is. Was Jesus not physically and emotionally wounded? Oh my dear God. Dear God, please pick up. Open to attack. It's in this being open to attack, in this vulnerable state, which creates such trust that the divine will pick up the phone and call you back. And to the level that deep within, that you can create this natural spin within yourself, new miracles will begin to show up. Because as I said earlier, we have been living in a space of, I understand I am the miracle, and you will always be the miracle. And that's phenomenal that you have reached the rung of this ladder. You, Jacob, you. But I don't just sit there. I want more. I want to be validated. Not out of pride, not of ego, not out of validating for all the wrong reasons. What's up, Christian Hoffman? Good to see. Hello, ER, everyone on YouTube. I want to be validated as a signpost, as a reflection to me that says, go this way. It's not about being right. It's about being right. I'm righting myself into a state of absolute balance, syncopation, alignment, and leverage. Now I can sure use some beverage. Many people call God on their cell phone. Not only does he not answer, not only does it not answer, even in leaving a voice message, you never get called back. Why is that? I don't know the answer to that. I just know what works for me. Is to mean, want, choose to call my divine parent. You're going to have to figure this out for yourself. I'm just only using my life and what I do as an example so you can begin to become your own Michelangelo. Michelangelo, is that right? And sculpture your own David. Sculpturing the David is not about adding to the stone of life that has been chiseled or anchored. Life is hard as stone. It's about removing. You're going to have to find your own way to do it. But I can give you some focal points. Passion. Come at it strong. Like fire. Consume it. Let it consume you. Because how do you by the mass sweet spot? It's very juicy. It's very intentful.